left knee surgery in the offseason. So this is a very explosive Phoenix team, and when it gets those two back, they really feel like they have a chance to win it all in the West. Jason Kidd now will give it up to Mario Elie. Taking it down in low. Clifford Robinson with the turnaround and the miss, and the rebound goes to Steve Francis.
Well, right now the Rockets have got to learn from last night's mistakes, and one of the mistakes they made last night was not enough ball movement. Now, right there, you had 4 passes. The ball was brought down quickly, 4 passes, and a medium-range jump shot. If they can contain that kind of attitude, it could be a pretty good evening shooting-wise for the Rockets.
These two teams have played each other very well. There's an early foul on Maurice Taylor. Now, he took himself out of the game last night in L.A. with a couple of early fouls, and he can't do that here tonight. These two teams split their 4-game series last year, and boy, did they have some exciting games. The Suns won the first game here in double overtime. The Rockets won the next 2. Sean Marion trying to drop it down. Taylor almost got the steal. Tried to save it. It'll be Phoenix's ball with 3 seconds on the shot clock.
I like what I just saw defensively, Bill. I saw some real good rotation. They simply wanted to get help inside on Robinson, so it came from the weak side, and then they rotated one man removed, meaning that they played the passing lanes to help out.
Chris Dudley puts it up and in and beat the buzzer by a second. Well, how do you let that happen? Wow.
Well, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, Bill.
Dudley couldn't make that if he had the 24 seconds.
Oh, here you go.
That was desperation. He just threw it up and it went in. And a holding foul now is called. What's good for one end is good for the other, and Robinson is called for the foul on Mo Taylor.
You know, the one thing I've seen about the Rockets already early in the season is they play to the level of their competition.
Most young teams do.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
Maurice Taylor now will square up on Clifford Robinson. Taking it to the middle, draws the double team. Shandon Anderson fires up a 3 off the back of the iron, just beat the shot clock. Good save by Walt Williams, and Taylor ends up with the ball. 20 seconds now for the Rockets to get off the shot. Steve, 360. Ball ended back up in his hands. Shandon. Blocked by Robinson. Ball is loose. Mario Elie now, he loves the fast break. Get in front of him. Shares the ball to the middle for 2.
The penetrators, Steve Francis, Shandon Anderson, Walt Williams. Anytime one of them penetrates, somebody or 2 somebodies have got to get back to the top of that key in case of a miss, because Phoenix with Jason Kidd at the helm is going to come at you fast.
Robinson walks it in for 2. Jason Kidd got it down in a hurry. And when Jason Kidd has the ball, his teammates will fill those lanes because they know they're going to get it.
I know I would.
Every year, he's right at the top in assists per game. He's averaging 11 assists a game in the first 3, and that's good for number 2 in the league. Walt Williams misses, and again, the Rockets appear to be ice cold in the early going. Olajuwon trying to tie up Dudley. He kept it alive.
Now you got to get up. Now you got to match up quickly.
Mario Elie created contact, and they call the foul on Houston.
That was on Maurice Taylor.
That's the second foul on Taylor. So Rudy will have to get him out. Mario Elie. I'll tell you what a career he has had. Remember early in his career for 4 or 5 years played just about in every country in the world trying to play professional basketball. Finally ended up in the NBA, the CBA, ended up in Houston, won 2 championships there, went to San Antonio and won a championship. And in one of those championships, right about where Rudy's standing, Mario hit a 3-pointer to defeat the Phoenix Suns in the Western Conference Finals. Rockets went on to win their first championship. Right now, Phoenix is on an 8-0 run. Stevie Franchise goes to the basket. He's fouled. He'll shoot 2.
Boy, it must be nice to have a jetpack.
That's what it is, isn't it? A jetpack. Well put.
This is what I mean. folks. He gets the ball baseline. He goes inside two big ones, turns in the air, and he has a chance to dunk the ball. Now, during the time when we played, you go in there on somebody like Wilt Chamberlain or Willis Reed or Nate Thurman, and they break your back.
Well, you don't have any of those kinds anymore. Akeem doesn't block as many shots as he used to. He's the all-time NBA leading shot blocker. You've got David Robinson and Tim Duncan. Kelvin Cato could block some shots. Unfortunately, he'll be out for a long time with that injured ankle. The Rockets, number 14 in the NBA, at 76% from the free throw line, and Steve is able to get both. Back to Marion, puts it up, won't go. Walt Williams with a rebound.
Walt is rebounding well.
Yes, he is. Kenny Thomas in for Mo Taylor, trying to post up. Now they clear the floor. Francis, nice pass to Walt Williams. Get in there. A three-pointer for the Wizards.
Now notice when he released that ball into the corner to Walt, he got back to the top of the key, or to half court for defensive rotation, so that if the shot was missed, they wouldn't have an easy fast break against them.
Back outside to Jason Kidd. Rockets trail by one. Kidd puts it up. Not a real good perimeter shooter. If you have to have your druthers, you'd rather him shoot over the top.
I'd rather have him foul out myself.
Well, that's not going to happen. Olajuwon at the top of the key. Long shot over Chris Dudley, and Akeem says, Chris, don't you remember the old days?
I may not be dunking like I used to, but I still got a jumper.
4 points for the Dream, and that's his per-game average. And the Rockets go up on a 7-0 run, go up by one. Sean Marion tries to get a little closer, and an easy layup. Rockets knock themselves off the ball. And the Suns go up by one. 7:20 left to play in the first quarter. Steve Francis trying to work on Marion, who has a big size advantage. Kenny Thomas passes inside to Anderson, a blocking foul on Dudley.
Well, I tell you what, I'm awful proud of that ball movement so early. Now, that second foul is now on Dudley.
So we're going to have some early substitutions here for the Suns. Daniel Santiago prepares to check in. Santiago's one of these young players that has been around for a while. Santiago, believe it or not, was born in Lubbock, Texas. We'll talk more about it in a moment. Francis outside. Walt gets another good look. Get in there.
Oh,
two three-pointers in a row.
That penetration, dishing out to the corners where Walt was recipient on both sides of the floor twice is sweet.
12-10, Rockets by two. Kidd looking for the pass. Sean Marion at the top, slips and falls, but the ball goes right into the hands of Robinson, and he puts it up and in. That's 6 points now for Robinson in the early going, and he averages just at 17 a game. Coming off one of his best all-around seasons ever. Stevie Franchise averaged 28 points a game in his 4 games against the Suns last year. Shandon Anderson from the corner, and the three-pointer is working for Houston tonight. That's 3 in a row. Rockets couldn't buy a three-pointer last night.
Look what the defense is doing. Anytime there's penetration, everybody runs to the ball, leaving the perimeter wide open. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that the Rockets didn't shoot well last night, and you're going to have Phoenix gambling that they're going to shoot the same way again.
Good defense. Shot clock down to 5 seconds. Down to 4. Marion's got it inside. An awkward place. Got the rebound and the putback. He is so quick, you better not leave him. He had to get that ball up from behind the glass, and he was still able to get it back and put it in. So Sean Marion now with 4 points.
Carry the ball. Carry the ball.
So we have a timeout charge to the Suns. 5:24 left to play in the first period. The Rockets are up by 1 on Channel 55, The Tube. Rodney Rogers now has checked into the game for the Suns. So Santiago, Rogers, Robinson, Kidd. Santiago now taking it up over Jason Collier with a miss. Good rebound there by Houston. Well, Kenny Thomas was hit from behind, and the ball flew out of bounds, and they'll give it back to Phoenix. Rodney Rogers, the 6th player of the year last year, and that was touched. Well, I thought Mario may have touched it. Looked like Steve may have bent back a finger or something when he hit that ball. He's holding his hand.
And that hurts.
Jason Kidd about as close to a triple-double every game as anybody in the league, and Rodney Rogers hits.
Let me tell you something, folks. That is no accident. That is his shot. Everybody's using that double pick away from the ball with the shooter coming around, getting the ball for a middle distance shot.
Good pick by Jason Collier, but Walt Williams couldn't get it to go down, and Santiago gets the rebound. Santiago's 7'1", so he give you a long, tall. Rogers trying to get it to Santiago inside. He twists, turns, makes it. Now Santiago has played a couple of years in Europe, played in the Italian league, in the #1 league over in Europe. So he is a veteran European player. He's got some nice moves. Walt Williams from outside. It went in, came out. Jason Collier, good rebound, put it up, had it blocked. Rockets get it back, 20 on the shot clock. Taking it in to Steve Francis. Came down with it, and he's fouled by the Suns.
Well, I tell you what, Steve is very active on that baseline tonight in the land of the Giants.
Yes, he is.
First of all, you got to give Kenny Thomas credit for getting the initial offensive rebound that allowed that pass to be thrown inside to Kenny, to Steve, excuse me.
That's the 4th team foul on the Suns now, as Anderson goes right to the hoop for 2.
Boy, that was a nice little give and go. They threw that ball to the high post, and they scissored off of it and got a layup right down the middle of the lane.
And Kenny Thomas, one of the best passers on the Houston team, isn't he?
Yes, he is. He has all the basics to be a very good player for a long time in this league.
That's a turnover now by Phoenix, only the first turnover of the game. We have a timeout charge to Houston. 3:36 left to play in the first period. Suns are up by 1. As we take Shandon Anderson on the perimeter. Ellie giving him a little room now. Nice turn move back over to Walt, and Walt stepped out of bounds. So the Rockets with 2 turnovers. Rodney Rogers back inside. Santiago blocked by Shandon Anderson from behind.
Great. Here again is another example of great rotation coming over from the weak side to support defensively.
Kenny Thomas trying to post up Clifford Robinson, and does. Now turns and faces. 10 on the shot clock. Nice drive by Kenny, but in avoiding the block, he shot it too hard. Jason Kidd back the other way, giving it up to Robinson. Spin move. Now Clifford from the outside hits again. The thing about Robinson, he's at 6'10", is still a terrific outside shooter.
And you know what? He moves extremely well also. So you got to keep an eye on him. He's not going to be stationary.
Turnover by Houston again.
That's 3 in a row. They don't need that.
Robinson, a very effective three-point shooter, taking it down to Santiago. He scored 11 points in the opening game for Phoenix. Got a nice little jump hook. Nice game. Santiago played 2 seasons at the University of New Mexico. He transferred to St. Vincent and was NAIA Player of the Year in '97-98. But he developed his game in Europe. Isolation for Francis. Taking it inside. Now nice pass outside. Shandon Anderson misses on the 3. Gets it right back. 19 on the shot clock. Steve.
Boy. Bill. Where did he shoot that from?
Yes.
Middle distance.
Yep.
That's the kind of game I want him to develop.
And he gets into a rhythm now.
Yeah, he gets into a rhythm, and there's no one's going to be able to get to his shot when he makes that shot off the dribble.
Rodney Rogers trying to get it inside. Walt Williams knocks it away. Now he almost loses it. Saves it to Kenny Thomas. Right back to Walt. Lays it up. Draws the foul from Daniel Santiago.
Now there's another nice pass by Kenny Thomas to our teammate coming down the seam, right down the middle of the defense.
Entering the game now is Tony Delk for Phoenix, one of the best free agent signings in the offseason. He's playing on his 4th team, but I think he's just looking for a home.
Well, it simply means somebody wants you. There's a lot of players that get off a team and all of a sudden they got a new vocation.
Well, Delk has really been a pleasant surprise, signed by a free agent back in August. He had 17 points off the bench at Denver last night, 14 in the 4th quarter. So Delk's one of those guys, kids good at finding him in the open spots and giving him good shots. Rogers. Got the roll. Nice touch by Rodney Rogers. 24-21 Suns, under a minute left to play in the 1st quarter. The one thing that Phoenix has always had is depth.
Yeah, they've always had a lot of firepower coming off that bench.
Francis, nice twisting move over Kidd. Missed the layup. Jason Collier got it back and drew the foul. Good hustle by the young rookie.
Well, I tell you what, if they had half the aggressiveness they're having right now, that would have been an easy game for the Rockets last night. They're doing exactly what's supposed to be done. And here's going to the basket. It's off key. Now you have Jason Collier come right over when the Suns are looking at the flight of the ball, slipped inside for an offensive rebound.
That's the 2nd foul on Daniel Santiago. And now Sean Marion will check in for Santiago. Had some pretty good minutes. You know, that's why this game is being televised to Latin America. There are 9 broadcast units for tonight's game to a worldwide audience. 9 broadcast units.
Tell me the NBA hasn't taken over the #1 sport in the world, Bill.
No, the cameras are everywhere. Tony Delk over the shoulder. Nice pass. 18-footer. Bingo.
One thing Phoenix does extremely well, you lead somebody, they'll end up finding him and giving him the ball.
Clifford Robinson, the first player to double figures with 10 points. 4-point lead by Phoenix. 13 seconds left. Francis, great move. That was a Calvin Murphy move where he forced his man to the basket. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. And Marion, had he been able to catch the ball, would have been able to get the final shot, but he could not catch it on the run. Well, the Suns came out smoking, but the Rockets stayed right with them. And after the first 12 minutes, Phoenix 26, Houston 22. Game at the moment. Cuttino Mobley is checked in. Tony Delk picks him up. Kenny Thomas working it in on Rodney.
Oh, that's nice.
That's a special move.
Yeah, that's nice. But what they did, they worked the ball, give and go, and then he had an isolation, but he had an isolation down low. And he was able to use that little swinging hook shot over the top.
Rockets a lot more intense here tonight, as evidenced by the, oh, look at that pass. Jason Kidd threw it off the glass, and Clifford Robinson went and got it, but he missed the shot. Good hustle inside. Ball knocked out of bounds by Steve Francis. Steve wanted Mark Wunderlich to make the call. He didn't think the other officials saw it. Francis will match up with Jason Kidd. Of all the players, Jason had the most trouble with Steve of any player in the league last year. Steve averaged 28 a game. Robinson put it up and in.
Now, all right, you're going to have to start giving Robinson special notice now. That's 12 points for Robinson right now. So anytime that they're going to try to get him involved, somebody that's close, one man removed, is going to have to come over and support and get the ball out of his hand.
Steve Francis swings it around. Shandon Anderson back outside. Mobley gets a good look. Yeah, I figured he'd have a good game tonight as he hits his first shot, a three-pointer. Cuttino admitted last night it's probably the worst game he's ever played. in any level of competition.
He was out of sync terribly last night.
Only 4 for 13 from the field. Delk has it slapped away by Kenny Thomas into the corner. Sean Marion long arching three-pointer won't go. Long rebound. Kenny gets it out to Steve Francis. Rockets trail by 1. Mobley with the ball. Just underway with the second quarter from Phoenix. Mobley gets a step on Kidd. Francis lays it up for 2, and the Rockets regain the lead by 1.
The Rockets' ball handling, ball movement is flawless to this point. And you know what? They're one step slower than they were last night. They're more patient in what they're doing. There's something definite to their offense.
Rebound to Kenny Thomas. Mobley on the isolation with Sean Marion. Mobley gets a step, drives it in, draws the foul. He'll shoot 2. Now this is what he wasn't doing last night, was driving.
He was one-dimensional. You're so right. He would take a couple of steps as though he was going to drive, then he would stop and fade away. And it's like having a moving target when the body's moving and you're trying to shoot the ball. But the one thing that Rudy said on the bus on the way over was so true. It's a young team that's learning, and he wants to see them, when they have a poor night, he wants to see them learn from it. So far right now, from what we saw last night, they've learned a great deal about ball movement, about rotating defensively, and about being patient.
All right, Jason Kidd came out. Rookie Paul McPherson out of DePaul came in for Kidd, so Francis will get a rest and Moochie Norris will come in. This McPherson has been a big surprise. We'll talk about him in a minute, but I haven't seen legs that big on a guard since Darnell Valentine.
Oh, remember the thighs on that man?
Oh, man.
Shoot.
Well, this McPherson was an all-city safety. There's a pass inside, and a foul is called on Houston. Shandon Anderson with his first foul of the game. Both teams with a team foul. 9:26 left to play, and Robinson back at the line. He already has 12 points.
Shannon looks like he was victimized, like he wasn't even involved. Let's see if we can look at it in replay here. All right, there's the backdoor pass.
A pretty good block.
That was pretty good.
I'll tell you, Robinson exploded last year against Denver in this arena with 50 points, the third highest in Suns history. And he became the oldest player in NBA history to score 50 points for the first time. He's 33 years of age. Mobley out front. McPherson trying to guard him. Takes it inside. On the pass off, he's fouled. And it's on Clifford Robinson, his second foul of the game. So maybe Scott Skiles will take him out.
He doesn't. I'm looking down at his face. Doesn't look to me like he's too concerned.
Cuttino back to work now. McPherson guarding him. McPherson played in the backcourt with Quentin Richardson at DePaul last year.
Put him in
by Mobley.
Put him in the popcorn machine.
Talk about breaking some ankles.
Go get those ankles taped again.
Wow. What you used to do to him, Murph.
Makes me homesick. Don't be so mean.
I think there's a piece of clothing McPherson left on the floor.
And I ain't touching it.
Boy.
What are you laughing at?
Mobley 8 for 9. The Rockets from the free throw line. Cuttino now in 4 minutes has 6 points. What a difference. Robinson will go to the bench. And Chris Dudley will come in for him. Now, the way these matchups look right now, I would think that the Rockets would have a distinct advantage here. And Cuttino misses the free throw, and Marion knocks it out of bounds. So the Rockets get a break there on the turnover. And a timeout on the court. 8:58 left to play in the second quarter. The Rockets lead the Suns by 2. We'll be back after this word from Southwest Airlines.
Bill, a second ago, Steve just came by and said, "Hey, Murph, did you see that move by the cat?" I said, "Yes, indeed." I think everybody saw it, including the guy that was guarding him.
Well, Steve's back in the game now, so it'll be the small lineup that Rudy likes to go to at times. This used to give Phoenix trouble. They tried in the offseason picking up Tony Delk to try to get players so they could go small for teams like Houston. Steve Francis takes it in off the glass. A high arching shot for 2. And Steve Francis now has picked up 8 points. Rockets with a 4-point lead.
It surprises me how easily the Rockets have been able to penetrate the defense of the Suns.
McPherson now trying to use that strong body to post up Francis. Puts it up, misses. Rebound and a loose ball foul on Santiago. That's his 3rd of the game.
Boy, Kenny's playing a sound game out there, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
He is around the boards extremely hard. We talked just before this game. Kenny and I had to sit down, and he asked me, what did he think I needed him to do? I said, go berserk. No, you can't save your fouls. Go to the glass with record abandonment and just make something happen. He's done that so far tonight.
Lucci Norris trying to get a step on Delk. Goes down that baseline, gets it back out to Steve. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Rodney Rogers is on Steve now. He ought to be able to take him. Goes to his left. A little fadeaway jumper won't go. And going up, Carlos Rogers. I thought he had the rebound. He was trying to slam it back in. It did not go. Tony Delk turns that corner. Good pass.
Now, Phoenix just gave the Rockets a taste of their medicine. They were able to in transition, get the ball down into that key area and caused the Rockets to have to chase the ball and got themselves an easy layup.
That was Ruben Garces with the basket. He's a youngster that had a tryout with Denver. They cut him. He made the team here. Nice shot by Kenny, but he couldn't get it to fall. 34-32, Rockets by 2. Delk will bring it up. From the corner, a three-pointer for Rodney Rogers. And now the Suns have gone back on top.
And Rodney Rogers has the perfect body for a linebacker and has the audacity to be an excellent basketball player.
That's a big Phoenix team, thick. Kenny with a pass into the middle. Carlos thought he was going to shoot and wasn't looking for the ball. And Mo Taylor now, that's 5 turnovers for the Rockets.
You know, in that situation, he should have taken the shot because he had time to set his feet and everybody assumed, I'm talking about his teammates, that he was going to shoot the ball up.
Taking it down to Rogers now. Maurice Taylor back into the game.
Weren't they former teammates?
Yeah, at the Clippers. And Rogers puts it up and in. And now Phoenix on a 7-0 run. 37-34. Phoenix up by 3. Rogers and Robinson and Kidd, they've got a lot of offensive explosion. When Penny Hardaway and Gugliotta get back, wow. Mo Taylor, you can't let him get in there, and he did a good job of bullying his way inside, and that's the first basket of the game for Mo Taylor.
Mo has a nice turn and face the basket move, Bill. He has good control of his body, and he's strong when he makes that move.
Rogers trying to get inside, put it up with the right hand, and Garces. Foul is called on Cuttino Mobley. You know, this Ruben Garces is a great story, Calvin. He's a 6'9", 245-pound rookie, 27-year-old rookie. Played baseball and soccer growing up in Panama. He didn't pick up a basketball until he was 17 years old, and then he moved to the States where he played at Providence. He helped lead Providence to the Elite Eight in 1997.
Well, that tells you what you talk about when you say great athletes.
Well, he played in the CBA the last 2 years, played with lacrosse. Last year where he averaged 9 rebounds a game. He's a hungry player. And they say, boy, he goes after a rebound like a hungry dog after a bone. But I failed to mention he's not a very good free throw shooter. 37-36, Suns by 1. Alley-oop inside, knocked away by Sean Marion. Tony Delk for a 3. Wild shot. And Cuttino with a rebound. Quickly up the court now to Steve.
See, the Rockets,
handle the ball.
Now, this is where their inexperience is starting to show a little bit. They need to calm down and keep that ball at a premium.
7 turnovers by the Rockets. Timeout on the court. 5:40 left to play in the second period. Phoenix up by 1. 5%. Rockets 4 of 6 from behind the arc. Phoenix only 1 for 3. We've had 7 lead changes in this game as Jason Kidd checks back in.
Well, the difference right now is Phoenix only has 2 turnovers and the Rockets have 7, lead to 8 points.
And an offensive foul is called on Phoenix. Ruben Garces, his first foul of the game. Offensive foul, not a team foul, so Phoenix still with 4 team fouls, the Rockets with 2. That is the 3rd turnover. There's Francis, gets right by Marion, takes it to the hoop, and by holding on to the ball, he was able to draw the foul.
Rudy is applauding the fact that the Rockets are doing so many basic things that are allowing them to get penetration. Now, notice when he took that ball to the basket, there was no teammate in his path. So he was able to take that ball right to the basket.
Sean Marion looked like a 6'7" rabbit. Somebody scared. He realized Francis was going by him. He started to hop. It was too late. When you're 6'7", you've got to give some ground and try to make Steve shoot over the top. Marion, a terrific open court player. Steve gets both free throws, and Francis off to a good start tonight, 10 points. Boy, he had some kind of game in here. 30 points in that double overtime loss to Phoenix last year. Rodney Rogers, a touching foul on Maurice Taylor, and that's his 3rd foul. So, you know, all season long he just can't stay out of foul trouble. That first game against Minnesota he did, and he played well.
It seems like the big forwards that he's being matched up with are just a tad bit quicker laterally, which is causing him to instinctively reach his hands out.
Garces comes out of the game. Clifford Robinson will come in. Matt Bullard gets his first action tonight as he comes in for Mo Taylor. Rudy has no choice. So Taylor has played only 5 minutes here in the first half. Jason Kidd, nice pass down to Rogers. Well, that switch did not work. 11 points for Rodney Rogers off the bench in 13 minutes.
That's too much productivity against your defense.
Suns up by a point. 4:50 left to play in the quarter.
All right, now need some ball movement if you're not going to be able to get past them.
5 seconds, 4 seconds. Mobley arches it up for a long 2. So Cuttino, instant offense, 8 minutes, 8 points. Rockets up by 1. Kidd hides behind that pick and hits. And Jason Kidd with his first basket of the game.
You know, he picks and chooses his time well to become offensively minded. By Marion.
Spin move by Steve Francis. Still 8 on the shot clock. Bullard puts it up too hard. Jason Kidd with a rebound. Goes right by Francis. Nobody cut him off. Good defense, however, by Houston on the pickup. In the corner, Tony Delk misses the 3. Bullard knocks it out of bounds. Phoenix Suns are number 21 in the league at 3-point shooting, right at 30%. And they're not shooting it very well here. Well, Robinson will try, and he misses everything. Here's Mobley in the open court.
Now, you don't want to throw the ball away.
Steve Francis says, how about me throwing it in?
Let me tell you what Steve's doing. Steve's playing basketball, just in case you weren't watching.
13 points. I'm watching. 43-41 Rockets. Robinson now wants to take it to Bullard across the middle, and Matt got a piece of it, knocked it away. Robinson gets it back and puts it up and in. Second effort by Clifford Robinson, and he has 16 points already. Game tied at 43. We've got a good one tonight in Phoenix. Bullard's wide open. He says, I don't believe this.
He was so wide open it scared him.
Yep.
That shot was really an afterthought.
Well, that was a mistake by Phoenix. They don't want to leave him that open. There's a block by Steve Francis. And pushed from behind is Mobley. Jason Kidd gave him a push out of bounds. Now, Kidd is complaining. He thought he got fouled on the layup, and I think that was a little makeup right there. Action a little too fast. Game tied at 43. Timeout on the court. As we take the for a shot, and Shandon Anderson picks up the foul. Actually, they missed 2 calls. Looked like Kidd got fouled going to the basket, and then he pushed Cuttino out of bounds, and they missed that one too.
Well, is that what you call the makeup, Bill?
Just didn't look at either one of them, did they? They just took a little snooze twice.
Well, you answered my question.
Tony Delk.
Even though you've been pretty good starting this season here.
Oh, yeah. I hadn't been on him near as much as you have.
Oh, here you go. What do you mean you have? I'm trying to give you a little credit. I expect to get, the same thing from you.
Why?
Because I haven't been on the officials this year.
Oh, okay.
That much?
Glad you threw that little addendum in there. That's 2 points now for Tony Delk, and the Suns lead it by 2. Francis, they got Marion on him. There's Cuttino putting up a 3 with the miss. And the rebound going to the Phoenix Suns. Kidd off the dribble all the way to the
that's
basket.
offensive.
And Houston will have the ball. Boy, he put the arm out and just wiped Bullard right out. And now Mark Wunderlich, who wasn't even involved in the play, throws a technical at Rudy.
Unfortunately, Rudy's right. Now, this is definitely an offensive foul here. He just simply what?
And Kidd gets the free throw. Rockets will have the ball. 2:22 left in the half. 46-43 Phoenix.
2 wrongs don't make a right, folks.
2:17 left. There's Bullard setting a pick for Francis. Now goes to the top.
That's illegal.
Well, I thought we weren't getting on the referee.
I just said it's illegal.
Okay.
I just say that.
Bullard misses a 3. Tipped up in the air, and Delk has it. Over to Marion. Delk from three-point land. He misses. Going for the slam. Look at Phoenix all over the glass. And Sean Marion puts it back up and in. Boy, that's terrific hustle by Phoenix. Suns just wanting that basketball more than the Rockets.
See, that's not about anything but desire.
Mobley outside. Suns up by 5 points now. Minute and a half left to play. 5 on the shot clock. Mobley, little fall away off the glass, won't go. Carlos Rogers has it stripped away from him. Tell you, when you get down there in that paint, you gotta grab a hold of it. It's not for the faint-hearted, is it?
Nope, I just figured out why I was an outside shooter.
Jason Kidd, an outside shooter from the top. He misses, and Mobley with a rebound. 1 minute left to play in the first half. Double team on Mobley. Bullard
is hesitating to look for that shot, Bill.
Well, he's missed his first 3.
I don't care. He's a shooter. Got to keep your confidence going.
Mobley takes it to the basket, draws the foul, and he'll shoot 2.
I've been known to miss, 5 or 6 of them in a row.
Is that all? You never missed 5 in a row.
Didn't hurt my feelings at all. Because I knew the next 5 was going to go in because I was going to take 5.
Now, watching tonight's game, Elvin Hayes is sitting there going, I was trying to get the ball, Murph was trying to get the ball, Rudy was trying to get the ball.
Now, well, see, we were running the triple post offense with Elvin. So as soon as we threw it to Elvin, you forget about who else was going to get the ball because he was shooting it.
Now, Elvin told me he couldn't get the ball from you, and you tell me you can't get the ball from
Elvin lied.
Elvin.
Great player, Hall of Famer, but when you threw the ball into Elvin as a passing center, it didn't come back out. I got films, tape, whatever you want to call it, to prove it.
Well, since this is an election year, I'll give Elvin equal time.
Sound good. Bring him on.
Unfortunately, while we were discussing that, Cuttino Mobley missed both free throws. Still a 5-point Phoenix lead. All right, now Clifford Robinson stuck on Francis. Jason Kidd shoots it over Bullard. Short. tipped up in the air, and Francis with a tough rebound. Rockets can go for the final shot. There's about a 3/10 of a second difference, shot clock, game clock.
Those 2 foul shots hurt.
Yes, they did. Rockets have been scoreless for about the last 3 minutes. 4 seconds, down to 3, down to 2. Mark Wunderlich calling a carrying on Steve Francis. And I think Wunderlich is trying to get that second technical from Rudy. He's baiting him right now. And Rudy better be careful or he's going to get it. 22nd timeout by the Phoenix Suns. 3 seconds left to play. Wunderlich wants to call that second tee on Rudy T right now. Now he needs to, and he did a good thing. He walked away there. I don't think the referees need to stand close to those coaches when they're going off.
You know, Bill, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna say nothing.
If they got the whistle, they got the last word.
I'm not gonna say nothing.
All right, Marion will bring it in now. 3 seconds left. Here's Jason Kidd with the ball. He'll put up the 3. He hit it. Jason Kidd had not hit a shot prior to that one. And with 1 tick on the clock, he hits a desperation 3 at the buzzer. Watch the play again. Mr. Clutch, Jason Kidd. Boy, he can do it all. And that late spurt by the Phoenix Suns give them a 51-43 lead at halftime. Let's go back to the studio where Lisa Molosky is standing by with tonight's compact halftime report. Been numerous lead changes in that first half, and then the Suns were able to jump out to their biggest lead of the game here at 8 points at halftime. Walt Williams out top, over to Steve Francis. Goes to the left, back to Mo Taylor. Taylor one-on-one. Clifford Robinson, nice spin move, lays it up.
There he is, there he is, there he is. You want to know where Mo Taylor is? He's out there making spin moves to the basket with his left hand.
360 with the wrong hand. How about that? 4 points now for Maurice Taylor. Clifford Robinson going to try to answer it. Go right back at him. Oh, good defense by Mo. And the ball really never touched anything. Olajuwon gets it up to Francis, to Williams. Mo Taylor seals off Robinson and slams it home. Oh, somebody woke him up.
Somebody put something in his shoe to make him want to jump.
I'm glad I asked that question prior to the last 2 shots.
He must have heard you because he wants you to know he's still alive and well, Bill.
Marion out high. Mario Ellie now to the middle, back to the corner. Jason Kidd wide open off the back of the iron. Chris Dudley saves the rebound. Mario Ellie arches up a 3, and he gets it. I don't know if these Phoenix fans, they kind of half-hearted root for Mario. I think they remember the 3 he hit when he was in a Rockets uniform.
They're still mad at him.
They may still be mad at him. Going right back to Mo Taylor, and why not? This time he shoots it from the outside.
I got it.
And the Suns with a rebound, leading at 54-47.
The one thing I don't like about the Rockets offense from time to time is that one guy is doing his thing, everybody else is standing around watching.
To the basket. Mario Ellie, he likes to use that left hand. He'll drive to the left side of the lane.
That's
so
5 points.
Be careful. Yep.
And 2 possessions for him.
7 points for Mario. 9-point lead by Phoenix. Olajuwon trying to get open. Dudley covering him up. Keane puts it up short. Dudley with a rebound. Sean Marion stops on the outside, shoots it over Shandon Anderson for 2.
Well,
now they're free stroking.
Yes, timeout time. You got to stop this momentum, Bill.
Right now the Phoenix Suns want to try to run off and hide with 9:25 left to play in the third quarter. The Suns with their largest lead of the game. Rockets got the Lakers, then they'll next weekend be heading to Portland for back-to-back games with the Trailblazers and the Lakers.
Do I got to go? That's a 4-hour flight, Bill. Can I do my portion from my living room watching you?
You know the answer to that. Williams puts it up short. Robinson with a rebound and a loose ball foul called on Steve Francis. That's the first foul on Steve and the first team foul on the Rockets. Marion tries to turn the corner, falls down. Olajuwon goes to the floor and ties him up.
Draymond, let's get dirty a little bit here. What do you think, Bill?
Well, the one thing about Dream is he went to that floor many, many times.
He's a competitor.
There's a competitor throwing it up. Hugh Evans. He's called a few games, hasn't he?
Sure has.
Murph.
What?
That wasn't one of your most enthusiastic responses.
You're always trying to start something.
All Williams covered up. Good defense by Phoenix. 4 on the shot clock. Down to 3. Taylor off the glass. Missed it. Olajuwon inside position. Did he pass it? I'm not sure what happened there. Robinson takes it inside, lays it up for 2. $18 points for Clifford Robinson. Steve Francis just inside the 3-point line with a miss. Sean Marion with a rebound. Robinson takes it inside. And an offensive foul is called on Phoenix. Cliff Robinson. That's the 3rd foul on Robinson.
Well, the Rockets right now have got to really start to find a way to get some points on the board. They're taking what the defense gives them, and they're getting nothing out of it. Defense has broken down their offense the last 3 times down the floor. And then when the Rockets did get the offensive rebound, they still need to get a chance to put it in.
Walt Williams puts up the jumper. Now, that's just a lot of perimeter dribbling. Taking it inside. Olajuwon blocked by Dudley, and a foul is called.
Boy, Dudley never in his wildest dreams as a player thought he'd ever be able to say to somebody, I blocked Dream's shot.
That's right. Never even belonged on the same court with him until just recently.
Just until that shot there.
Yep. That's 3 fouls now on Dudley. Keem with 5 points, 3 rebounds.
Well, I'll tell you what, with Kelvin going down, that has really hurt the Rockets' offensive game. Even though he doesn't score a lot, his mobility, his movement has created opportunities for his teammates to score a lot.
Just the inside presence. 11-point lead by Phoenix. Taking it into Dudley now. Everybody will break off of that. Lots of more options. Dudley sets a pick. Kidd backs up, fires, misses, hits the iron. Long rebound. Look at Sean Marion run it down, but Shandon Anderson takes it away. You know, the Rockets went to Taylor the first 2 possessions, and he scored, and they haven't gone back to him. Now they're going back to him.
Now he's got to make it happen.
There's the double team. Now it goes away. Taylor takes it in. Nice pass to Olajuwon. Got it up and in. Now that's the first basket that I can remember they've really worked hard inside to get the point.
You know, the fact that Mo Taylor has gotten involved and he's taken it to the basket, the defense is starting to honor him. That's opening it up now. Olajuwon was able to be the recipient of that point.
Marion lost the ball. Taylor's got it and throws it right back to Jason Kidd. Kidd inside to Marion again. Back outside, Clifford Robinson for a 3. Missed it. Marion with a long rebound, and Phoenix with a new 24. Robinson inside. Back to Mario Ellie. Good pickup by Shandon Anderson. 8 seconds down to 7 on the shot clock. Sean Marion to the baseline, floats it up, misses. Rebound tipped away into the hands of Steve Francis. Anderson's on the right wing.
Force the action. There you go. There you go. That's how you make it happen. You have numbers. You got to go to that. You got to go to the basket. Make the defense have the pressure on them to stop you.
7 points for Shandon Anderson and 6 unanswered points for the Rockets as they climb back to within 7. Sean Marion, quick shot from the corner, hits. Sean Marion, his second year out of UNLV. #1 draft choice last year for Phoenix, has 10 points, 8 rebounds. So he has been very active here tonight. Right back down to Mo Taylor. He'll square up on Cliff Robinson.
Now take him to the basket. He has 3 fouls. There you go. It's a good move. But nevertheless, he doesn't have to fade away. Take his bulk to the basket. Make Cliff have to block it.
Mario rims it out. And a loose ball foul is called on Chris Dudley. That's his 4th foul of the game. Second team foul on Phoenix. The Rockets have 1 team foul. So Daniel Santiago checks back into the game. Dudley will go out.
Now Santiago has 3 fouls himself, doesn't he?
Yep.
They need to keep taking that ball to the basket. And I'm talking about strong.
Francis goes down low, picked up on the double team. Walt Williams on the drive, and he's fouled going to the basket, and the Wizard will go to the line to shoot. Interesting that Sean Marion is guarding Steve Francis in this game, and he's a lot taller than Steve, but he gives up a lot of quickness.
I don't know. You know, the thing that he's doing is just trying to make Steve change his game. Marion's pretty quick for his size. Plus, he's getting a lot of support. Anytime that Steve wants to go to the basket, he's going to have 2 or 3 guys run at him anyway.
Rockets 12 of 17 from the free throw line for 71%. Phoenix is 7 of 9. Walt gets 1 out of 2. So Walt Williams with 9 points, 13 for Steve Francis, 18 for Robinson, 10 for Marion. Kidd takes it inside, back outside. Mario Ellie floats one up and misses, and Mo Taylor picks up his first rebound of the game.
Well, he's finally been in the game long enough to get to a rebound.
That's right, he got in foul trouble early. Down to Olajuwon, and an offensive foul on Akeem. The one big difference now is he can't get that post-up position anymore and hold it. That's been the difficult thing for him this season.
In a situation like that, that means the ball's got to be swung to the weak side. He's got to follow the ball now. He's got to catch it in motion.
62-54, Suns lead, 4:20 left. Jason Collier in the game now. He's matched up with Santiago. And a steal by Shandon Anderson. Francis on the left wing. Shandon going to the basket for the layup. Missed it. Kicked up and in.
Walt Williams.
Great hustle by the Rockets, especially Williams, to get back in a hurry and get the tip in. And a timeout taken by the Suns. 4 minutes left to play in the 3rd period. And Phoenix has threatened to run away several times, but the Rockets battle back, down by 6. As we take... Jason Kidd on the attack now, going behind those picks. Boy, Francis had to fight through about 3 picks. He did, and Kidd on the baseline. Rockets ball. Jason Kidd tonight, 2 of 11, Calvin, from the field.
Well, you know, he's had 11 shots, and I would venture to say 9 of them were not the shots that he wanted.
Yeah, they've done a pretty good job of running him off the ball. He has 6 assists. Rockets with a chance to cut that lead by Phoenix just a little tighter. Francis hops in, draws the foul. He'll shoot 2. Guess the foul was on Jason, huh?
I would imagine. Yeah, 32, Jason.
That's the 2nd foul on Jason Kidd. Rockets have been to the free throw line. Now, Calvin, let's see. 94 times in their first 3.5 games.
That's not bad at all. That means they're aggressive going to the basket. Now they've got to start shooting around the 80% mark in order for it to be really effective for the team.
Jason Kidd shoots a three, hits it. Clifford Robinson gets the assist, and Kidd with 9 points, 65-58. And a foul on Sean Marion. Actually, I was looking at the wrong line. The Rockets have been to the free throw line 107 times in the first 3.5 games. 107.
Bill, that's still a lot of foul shots.
That's what I mean. That's even more. And they're hitting 76%.
Yes. That's good for some teams, but that's not good for the Rockets.
Hit the free throws pretty good until the tail end of the preseason. They did not shoot well.
But a lot of that has to do with being tired. They worked hard during camp.
They did.
Those 2 days.
Worked hard and probably lost a little focus as the regular season approached. And there's Steve with the 2 free throws. He's 8 of 8 from the line. 17 points for Steve Francis to lead the Rockets. 65-60. Suns with only a 5-point advantage. Clifford Robinson backing it in. Turnaround.
There's determination.
Picked up and in by Santiago.
That was a bad shot on the part of Robinson, but he was determined to get him a shot, and the Rockets got out of position trying to come over and support.
6 points for Daniel Santiago. 6-point lead now. 7-point lead, however. Francis putting it up to Taylor. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Down to Francis now, knocked away by Kidd. Kidd gets it back. Oh, Anderson collides with Francis, and the ball goes out of bounds. Oh, I hope they're okay. Boy, those 2 banged heads.
Oh, it was heads? Oh, they're fine. Let's play ball.
This right here, look at Anderson come out of nowhere and then boom.
Oh, they have harder collisions than that when they give each other congratulations with the chest bounce after a good basket.
Okay. If you say so. That would have just wasted me. You just picked me up in pieces.
Now, I was going to make a comment about you being a baseball player, but I'm not doing that anymore. No. I got too many bad letters on that one.
69-60. Suns up by 9, 2:10 left to play. Third quarter. Jason Collier gets out of the way now. Francis on the double team. Takes it inside for 2. Reversal by Steve Francis. Well, there's some blood coming out of Steve Francis, I think his lip. And the Rockets now will have to take a 20 or take him out of the game. And Steve, I think, is taking himself to the locker room. So Moochie Norris will check in for him.
Blood rule substitution number 12, Moochie Norris returns to the Rockets line. Number 3, Steve Francis.
So the blood rule applies. You have to take a player out. If you can patch him up right away, they'll put him back in. If not, you can replace him without using a timeout. Double team. Right back to Robinson again. Kidd's free. Robinson takes the shot. Tough shot. Moochie with the rebound.
That's good support on the part of Mooch coming back to help.
Shandon Anderson on the fly. And a blocking foul on Daniel Santiago, who didn't know what hit him. I mean, he was just coming from the other side of the lane, and boom, there was Shandon Anderson.
All up in his number.
That's 4 fouls on Santiago.
He's 4. Number 40, Shandon Anderson at the line.
I'll tell you, Shandon Anderson, when he goes to the basket, he goes with a vengeance. 17 of 23 for Houston from the line, 74%. Santiago will come out. Ruben Garces will go in. Garces really has an NBA body. And missed both of them. Good job by Collier to keep it alive. Back outside. Cuttino Mobley giving it up. Mo Taylor rims it out, won't go. Anderson with a putback. He missed it.
Oh, unfortunate.
Jason Kidd at the other end draws the foul. He'll shoot 2.
Unfortunate. They did everything right, but yet no finish to that last encounter offensively.
They missed 2 free throws and then missed 3 shots.
One blank range and then 2 layups. But it happens when your eyes are closed.
Rockets shooting 39%, 48% shooting. They gave that foul to Cuttino Mobley.
They had to. He was wrestling with him. Okay, teams have scouted the cat well so far.
Yeah, they've done a good job really taking it to him defensively and making him shoot over the top.
They're not allowing very many one-on-ones. Anytime they isolate, they move over, one man removed so that they can help on any penetration.
He wasn't getting that kind of respect last season. It opened up a lot of things for him, but once you have success in this league,
that's exactly right.
They try to close you down, and they usually do a pretty good job of doing it, unless you're an Akeem Olajuwon or a Tim Duncan or a Michael Jordan, somebody you can't. Kobe
See,
Bryant.
they're double teamed again.
There's a steal. Good hustle by Rogers. They get it up ahead now. Jason Kidd will set up the play for the Suns, leading by 9. Taking it down to Clifford Robinson. Collier with a foul, and Robinson misses the shot. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. That may have been the easiest shot he had tonight.
Number 30, Clifford Robinson at the line. Shoot 2.
Well, he already has 20 points here.
Yep. Tell you one thing about Robinson, he's missed only 16 games over his 11-year career. That's 870 games. The guy comes to play every night.
A lot of those games he misses when he was traded.
Mobley puts it up, misses, tipped up and in. Jason Collier. He tipped that in from the hip. 73-64, Suns by 9. Kidd will take it down as far as he can. Well, no, he won't. Rodney Rogers will put up a 3 and miss. And Collier with a rebound, knocked out of bounds. He lost it going out of bounds. No shot clock now, 12 seconds left in the quarter. Kidd working that pick and roll play, turns the corner, didn't pick him up. I'll tell you, for a final play, he's your man. And Collier trying to bring it in, couldn't get it in. 3.4 left.
Well, Collier made a mistake on that play. He was lucky because he threw the ball in underneath his own basket.
Yep. Get it up to Moochie. 2 seconds, 1 second. Mooch gets it off in time, and it will not go. We'll go to the 4th and final quarter, and the Suns with an 11-point lead. On his chin, he should return to the game. The bad news is that Walt Williams sprained his right knee. He will not return to the game. Air ball by Jason Kidd. Did that touch the rim?
Nothing.
Well, they reset the shot
clock.
The clock. And a foul called on Cuttino Mobley. Suns outscoring Houston 24-21 in the 3rd quarter.
His first team foul.
3rd foul on Cuttino Mobley. Now Mobley will try to stay with Jason Kidd. Moochie Norris will be on Tony Delk. Knocked out of bounds by Houston.
You know, the Rockets have got to find a way to come up with the basketball. About 5 or 6 times tonight, the Rockets did a nice job initially stopping the play, but they got up. They were able to have second chance points against the Rockets. In the first half alone, they had 13.
Rodney Rogers from the outside missed it, and Kidd takes it away from Kenny Thomas. Rodney Rogers from the outside for a three. After a slow start, Phoenix starting to warm up behind that three-point line. That's 14 for Rogers.
That's demoralizing. They have a big man go off the bench like that.
Yep.
And hit the clutch shot. Here again, they did a nice job initially stopping.
Popping out, Kenny Thomas puts it up and in.
Kenny Thomas from Shandon Anderson.
4 points for Kenny. I think they gave him 3 on that. 78-66. Rogers leans in for 2. How many steps do you get?
Well, I don't understand why he was able to play one-on-one regardless of how many steps he took. He's playing one-on-one, obviously, with Kenny, and Kenny stopped him. Needed support.
Cuttino Mobley puts it up and in. He has 10. So 10 for Mobley. Francis with 19. He should return in a little while. Walt Williams is out for the rest of the game. He has 11. There's a steal by Shandon Anderson. And he outruns everybody.
Oh, nice.
Nice pass to Mobley for the slam. How about that hustle by Shandon Anderson?
And folks, what you hear is a standing ovation from me on that hustle.
Wow. The guy is relentless. He just never turns it off. And a bumping foul on Kenny Thomas.
Now, see, Rudy's running out telling his team they're calling a certain color where they should come over and support. Now, Shannon you don't teach this. This is just desire.
Why he's one of my favorite players. Kenny Thomas knocks it out of bounds.
That's why you're one of my favorite, if not the best, play-by-play, because you're relentless. You never quit.
Well, sitting next to you, I get bumped enough.
Well, I can't. Hey, what can I tell you? That's my
You're
style.
Probably the most physical analyst in the business.
That's my style. Everybody has a style.
I'm going to have to start wearing some pads. Inside to Jason. Back outside now to Marion. He throws it to Rogers. Backcourt violation as soon as he touches it. And the Rockets will get it back. That's the 9th turnover now by Phoenix. The Rockets have 13. Well, the Suns look like they got up by, I think it was 14 points. And now the Rockets trying to fight back in it again, down by 10. There's still plenty of time left. There's almost an entire quarter.
But they can't have foolish mistakes.
Mobley puts it up from the top and hits again. So now the Rockets answer with a 6-point run. Down by 8. You can tell this crowd's always uneasy when Houston's in town. These Rockets have always been a thorn in Phoenix's side. Garces goes and gets it, puts it back.
There's where the Rockets are creating problems for their own. When somebody comes over to support, somebody else has got to drop in the lap of the player that the help just came from. It's called help the helper.
Garces wants to make this team. He knows that when Penny Hardaway and Gugliotta come back, he might be a casualty. He's trying to get somebody's attention. All right, 5 on the shot clock, down to 4, and Mobley with a big slam. Nice pass from Kenny Thomas.
Boy, there was nobody in sight.
Cuttino Mobley now with 16. Rogers lost the ball. Moochie Norris, the Rockets have the numbers if he pushes it. Cuttino Mobley takes it inside, draws the foul from Sean Marion.
Fouls on number 31, Sean Marion.
So Cuttino Mobley with all 8 of Houston's points in this quarter, and he'll be going for 2 more when we come back after this timeout. Rockets trailing by 8. We'll be back after this word from Southwest Airlines. And Cuttino Mobley will be back at the line. Walt Williams will not be back in the game, is the report, with that strained right knee is what they're calling it. Rockets can't afford too many more injuries.
You're going to miss me in about 2 days, Bill. So I'll be out there on the floor.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will. With nobody else playing, they got to give me some time.
Murph.
Play by proxy.
Nobody wants to give you
Why?
mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, and that's what it might take.
No. No, I ain't guarding nobody. What else is new?
Nothing.
Thank you.
Mike Newland's in the studio tonight. He'll probably attest to that.
You know, you're a hater. I just realized that. You're a hater.
No,
yes, you are.
Sure that Mike...
You don't want to give me my propers. You're a hater. I'm not talking to you anymore.
Well, you said it. I just followed it up. There's Jason Collier, fought him off. Good job. And here's Cuttino the other way. Now the Rockets are trailing by only 6. And a touching foul. Jason Kidd with his 3rd foul of the game. And here comes Steve back into the game, all patched up. Moochie Norris comes out. Nice cut to the basket by Cuttino, and Kidd with a steal. Tony Delk in the open court is fouled by Shandon Anderson.
Now, I like, you know what? I like Rudy T's theory on that last play. They deliberately wanted to run in isolation with Cuttino going to the basket because you had Jason Kidd guarding him. Jason Kidd, picked up how many fouls right now does he have?
4.
4. So
no,
that
3.
3. Well, that'd have been the 4th one. That'd have been in danger with still 8 minutes to go in the game. Unfortunately, Jason Kidd's just a little too smart for to be sucked in.
Tony Delk, 4-year career average of 7 points a game. This is his 4th NBA team for Tony. Charlotte, Golden State, Sacramento, and now the Phoenix Suns. And Delk has come off the bench for 4 points. 84-76, 8-point lead by Phoenix. A lot of ball handling. Now the Rockets were moving that ball pretty good, and now it's become stationary.
That's right. And when they were moving it, they were getting all kind of shots, and plus that, they were going to that foul line.
Santiago picks up his 5th foul.
You know, as a ball handler, as the point guard, if you make your move and it takes you 5 to 6 dribbles, you need to move that ball around.
3 team fouls on the Suns now. The Rockets with 3 team fouls, and Chris Dudley will check back into the game. So Dudley will be matched up with Jason Collier. Kenny Thomas for a 3.
Got it. Big shot.
Big shot.
Really big.
7 points for Kenny Thomas, and look out. It's a 5-point game now. 14-point lead, biggest of the game for Phoenix just a few moments ago, and now the Rockets have eaten into that. Robinson swings it around to Delk from the baseline. Rattles won't go. Knocked out of bounds by Rodney Rogers. Maurice Taylor now will check into the game. Good minutes for Jason Collier.
Yeah, nice job.
He'll check out. Most minutes he's played this season, 15. He got on the boards. He made his presence felt inside. All right, Rockets trailing by 5. France is outside, trying to use that pick by Taylor. Swings it over now to Kenny Thomas. Back at Anderson saves it. 7 on the shot clock, down to 6. Kenny swings it to the corner. Mobley arches up a 3. Won't go. Rebound loose on the floor. Who's going to come out of there? Francis, no look pass to Taylor. Taylor lays it out. Knocked out of bounds by Houston.
Rudy
84-79.
Rudy T's being descriptive over here. We can't tell you what he said, folks.
No, not on a family show. Rogers into the corner, back over to Kidd. Kidd swings it around. Rodney Rogers takes a step on Shandon Anderson. Rogers, what a great move by Rodney Rogers.
That's a runaway freight train, isn't it? Woo.
18 points for Rogers. Isolation now for Cuttino Mobley. Taking it inside. Mobley, Taylor, and a loose ball foul is called. on Maurice Taylor, his 4th foul of the game, 4th team foul on the Rockets, and we have a timeout on the court. 5:46 left to play in the game, and the Suns are up 86-79. Taking it down to Rodgers all the way across court. Good save by Clifford Robinson. 8 on the shot clock. Jason Kidd, wide open jumper. 3-pointer for Jason Kidd. And it's back to a 10-point Phoenix lead.
You got to give Phoenix credit for one thing, Bill. They keep their poise, don't they?
And they move that basketball. Shandon Anderson with a jumper. 9 points for Shandon. Rudy wants some pressure in that front court. Robinson on the drive, and a foul on Maurice Taylor. That's his 5th foul of the game.
I tell you, it's unfortunate for Maurice Taylor that they don't have a shot blocking center in there to discourage these quick forwards from coming to the basket like that.
Yeah, we're kind of spoiled because over the last 16 seasons, Hakeem Olajuwon has guarded the back door, and
the back door was sealed.
Yes, it was. You were able to overplay your man, get a lot of steals, and if he got by you, Hakeem cleaned it up.
No, if he got by you, he waited for you to get back in front of him. He wasn't going there with Olajuwon around that basket.
Well, Hakeem, the all-time leading shot blocker, but like I say, that's not the case anymore, so the Rockets don't have that luxury. Takes it inside, draws the foul. Cuttino will go to the line. The Rockets have been to the line 26 times tonight, and that's the 5th foul on Chris Dudley.
Cuttino Mobley in the line. 2 shots.
Well, Cuttino Mobley used to be the best free throw shooter on the Rockets team. Now
it's mental.
He's missed 4 tonight. He's 5 of 9.
It's all mental. He may be tired mentally. Who knows? But the shot doesn't even look natural when he's shooting it now.
11 points in this quarter for Cuttino. He's got 19. (91-82). Good defense by Houston. Dudley ended up with it. Almost went in. Kenny Thomas with the rebound. Here comes Shandon Anderson. Anderson drops it off for Mobley.
Don't play with the ball. Do what you're going to do.
There it is. That's what he does.
Do what you're going to do. Don't play with it.
21 points for Cuttino Mobley.
When you start to play with it, it always turns into a turnover.
Back to a 7-point game. 4:10 and counting left to play. Tony Delk out front now looking for Jason Kidd. 9 on the shot clock, down to 8. Kidd gets it out to Delk. Delk on the drive in the open court. It counts, and he's fouled. Cuttino Mobley is called for his 4th foul of the game. Both teams are in the penalty, but Delk will try to complete the 3-point play.
I tell you, the one thing that happens throughout the whole NBA, players are so good with the ball that it's almost impossible to stop. Everything has got to be based on team defense.
I'll tell you, Tony Delk in the first 3 games averaging 17 points a contest. He has 7 here tonight, so the Rockets have done a good job of holding him in check, but that was a big basket. Steve hops in, giving it up to Cuttino. Little jumper, won't go. Dudley goes for the rebound. On the floor, calling a timeout, Steve Francis. How about that hustle? Rudy wants a 20. So we'll take a look at the timeout situation now. The Rockets, they're going to take a full timeout. Okay, 3:38 left to play in the game. Rockets are still in it, down by 10 with the basketball. Without new or increased taxes of any kind. Okay, here we go now. 3.5 minutes left. Passes off the dribble, lost the ball. Down to Rodney Rogers.
They're just simply playing a post-up game, and they're doing it from the passing on the same side of the floor.
And a steal by Houston, but a whistle with 2 seconds left on the shot clock. And the foul is on Cuttino Mobley, his 5th foul of the game. And of course the Rockets are in the penalty now, so the Suns will go to the line, and that was bailing them out. They had nowhere to go with that
at all.
Shot clock was going to go off. Well, 3 minutes left to play. Robinson with 24 points, Kidd with 16, Rodney Rogers with 18.
So their reserves has played quite well against the Rockets tonight, huh, Bill?
Well, they really have, and of course when Penny Hardaway comes back, and that should be in about 3 or 4 games, Scott Skiles will put Penny in the backcourt with Jason Kidd. I'm sure Ellie then will come off the bench. Gugliotta's due back in about 3 weeks.
So he'll start the small forward?
I don't know if he'll start right away or not. You know, that knee probably have to build up some strength. And a foul is called on Phoenix. And if that's on Dudley, he's gone. It is, and he's gone.
The party's over.
Chris Dudley, 2 points, 6 rebounds, 6 fouls. Dudley came to Phoenix, remember, from New York as part of the largest trade in NBA history. It involved 4 teams, 12 players, 5 draft picks. Suns also got the Knicks' first-round draft pick, and they sent Luke Longley to New York. Patrick Ewing went to Seattle, Horace Grant to the Lakers, and Glenn Rice to New York. Moving around a lot of salaries. Maurice Taylor with 8 points, 1 rebound tonight. 21 minutes, got in foul trouble early. 2:48 and counting left to play. Suns lead by 10. Rockets almost have to pitch a shutout the rest of the way now. Kidd gets it back. Robinson with a jumper, missed it. All right, here's a little more of a chance to eat into that lead.
Please, no turnovers. Get a decent shot. That means don't drive the ball into traffic. Well, right now you can see they're going back to the one-on-one game.
And Mobley continues his torrid shooting. He's 8 of 14 now, 23 points. It's an 8-point Phoenix lead. 2 minutes left. Nice pass.
Boy, he created that one, didn't he?
Yep. If you go to the basket, Kidd's going to find you. Mobley takes it in and draws the foul from Jason Kidd. That's the 4th foul on Jason Kidd. He has 16 points, 9 assists. Check it out, Murph.
Well, Jason had a case there, except that he was moving.
You cannot impede the progress or invade the territory of the offensive player, and that's why it's the toughest call in basketball.
And, you know, plus that Jason got away earlier with 2 offensive fouls.
Rockets now are 24 of 32 from the free throw line for 75%. But Phoenix has 7 more field goals than Houston. 144, 143 counting. Suns lead by 8. Shot clock at 9. And a rare turnover by Jason Kidd.
Well, what had happened was on the weak side, defensively, the Rockets played the passing lanes. They weren't guarding their men, and Jason got up in the air looking for something that wasn't there.
The Rockets are calling a timeout. And is it a 20?
22nd timeout.
Yes, it is. It's a 22nd timeout for Rudy, so the Rockets still have 2 full timeouts remaining. Minute and a half left. What's he do? Giving him a breather?
There's no time to give him a breather right now.
He was checking to see if there are any substitutions. You know, now in the 22nd timeout, you can substitute 5 players if you so wish. Before, you could only substitute 1. You've changed that. So that 22nd timeout lasted about 45 seconds. Shannon Anderson will bring it in. 1:35 left. The Rockets have to make every shot they put up, and they'll have to pitch a shutout. Alley-oop to Francis, yes, and he's fouled. Stevie Franchise went to the hoop and put it down and through. 21 points.
That had to be a perfectly made pass because that pass was thrown over 2 defenders that went up with Steve. Let's take a replay of this one if we could.
Elevator going up.
Not only does Steve go up, but he stays up there until he completes his task.
That's right. 3-point play for Steve Francis. Still anybody's game, 98-93. 5-point game. Rockets need a stop. 1:20 left to play. One thing about your Rockets fans, there's no quit in this young team.
No, sir.
All right, Kidd now pulling the trigger to Robinson with a tough jump. Oh, short. And Taylor's got it. Here come the Rockets now. 1:05 left to play, trailing by 5. Shannon Anderson on the run, puts it up, missed it. Tipped up in the air by Houston. Garces with the rebound and a foul on Steve Francis. Wow. That was tough luck. I thought they had a layup for sure.
But you got to give credit to Phoenix. They got back well in transition defense and was able to match up.
There's Garces now in pretty good position. There was contact, no whistle. Kenny Thomas tried to get it in. So Garces will be at the line. He missed his first 2.
Well, when he misses these 2 and the Rockets go back and score, they're still in the game, Bill.
That doesn't look like a very good delivery.
Yeah, those eyes of yours are not that old, Bill. You saw that pretty good, huh?
Ruben Garces did not pick up the game until he was 17 years old. Out of Panama. Hipped up again, and Taylor with a rebound. All right, the Rockets still in it. Under a minute left to play. Rockets down by 5.
Clear the side. Now is a good time to go one-on-one with.
Mobley takes it in. Yes, and it's a 3-point game. Phoenix has to get the ball in. They do to Kidd. 45 seconds left to play. Rockets trailing by 3. Francis falls down. Kidd still has the ball.
Go help. Make him get rid of the ball. There you go. You want the ball out of Jason's hands.
Robinson takes it up, and a foul is called.
Don't reach in a situation like that. That was on Cuttino. That's 6. That's 6 fouls on Cuttino.
Because of the switching, Kenny Thomas got stuck on Jason Kidd. That's why Rudy wanted him to help out, and Cuttino is fouled out of the game. 27 points. What a second half Cuttino Mobley had. 19 points in the second half for Cuttino. So Moochie Norris now will come in for the Cat. These are 2 big free throws now, right? Robinson. Oh, man. That tore the paint off the front of the rim. All 19 of Cuttino Mobley's second half points came in the 4th quarter. Got them both. And the Rockets call a timeout. So Rudy will have one timeout remaining. Phoenix has 2 plus a 20. We'll take a timeout. 28 seconds left. Suns up by 5.
Time you got that ball in the hands of Jason Kidd down the stretch. He's a big playmaker. He's going to come up with something. Right. The three-point shot or the penetration.
All right, Calvin, the Rockets need a score here somehow.
Right. Yeah, they don't have the luxury right now of a lot of passing. They've got to make something happen quickly. Maybe a pass or a penetration. Take the jump shot.
Giving it up to Francis, goes to the basket. Yes, and it goes. He's fouled. A three-point opportunity for Steve Francis. Oh, did he go up that escalator?
Boy, I tell you what. As I said, there was no time to be playing with the basketball. Take it strong. He had the presence of mind to take his body up there, make contact, and use that backboard. Now, if Steve scores this one, which I'm sure he will be, they're going to call a timeout. Oh, no. Oh, no.
That's a big miss. A timeout taken by Phoenix. That could have made it a 2-point game. So Phoenix still leads by 3. By having a 2-point game, you could foul them.
And hope that they miss one.
Hope that they miss, or, you know, that a lot of things could happen there. That's the first miss for Steve tonight from the line. Wouldn't you know it? He was 9 for 9 until that free throw. We'll take a break and be back with the finish in a moment.
Jason's hands, but you don't have the luxury of choosing who to pick to foul. You got to foul on the ball quickly.
Rodney Rogers will bring it in.
Foul him quickly. There you go.
Well, they were trying to, and there was no whistle. Kenny Thomas had Robinson wrapped up.
Now, Steve did a nice job laying in the weeds, hoping that they would throw the ball to Jason Kidd, because he had a good opportunity to steal it. They recognized that, so he took Jason Kidd away from the play. That's good defense.
2 big free throws now for Cliff Robinson. Could he miss 2?
Sure he could. He's been able to do it.
18 seconds left.
Well, not that.
Robinson tonight is a perfect 10 of 10 from the line. Actually, they haven't changed it yet. It's 11 of 11. Phoenix has only missed 4 free throws, 20 of 24, 14 seconds left to play. Kenny Thomas puts it up.
That's 3. That's 3.
3 free throws.
That's 3.
For Kenny Thomas. What a dumb foul by Rodney Rogers.
That's 3 foul shots, folks. He was behind the 3-point line.
Wow. Well, now Kenny's got to make the 3 free throws.
Kenny Thomas at the line, 3 shots.
Well, once again, the free throw has become their demise, Bill.
Yeah, it's something the Rockets really need to stay a little later at practice and work on, I think.
Get there early and leave late.
They're getting to the line enough to where that could really be a weapon this season if they can shoot in the upper 70s. They've missed 9 free throws tonight. Well, that's 2 out of 3. 10.5 seconds left, and Kidd is fouled immediately. 102 to 99.
Fouls number 3, Steve Francis, his 3rd.
Steve Francis with his 3rd foul of the game.
32, Jason Kidd at the line, 1 plus the penalty for 2 shots.
Jason Kidd. Boy, Rudy had nothing but great things to say about this young man after coaching him in the Olympics. Named to the All-NBA first team the last 2 seasons, 3-time All-Star. Led the NBA in assists last year, 10 a game. And he hits them both. Jason Kidd with 16 points. Steve Francis back the other way to the basket, puts it up with a miss. Knocked out of bounds by Houston, and it'll be Phoenix's ball with 1 second left. Well, The Rockets kept them here for a long time. But it's not going to be the road trip Rudy wanted. So the Rockets lose this game. Our Miller Lite player of the game will be Cliff Robinson, who finishes with 30 points. He was a perfect 12 of 12 from the free throw line. 30 for Robinson, and Kidd coming down the stretch. And a little bit too much gas left in the tank for the Houston Rockets. The Rockets 27 from Mobley, 24 for Steve Francis, but it just wasn't quite enough. As the Suns win for the third time in 4 games, and the Rockets go down to defeat. The Rockets now 0-2 on this road trip, and they'll come home to take on the Lakers in Compaq Center on Tuesday night, Vancouver on Thursday night, before coming back to the West Coast for games at Portland next Saturday and in LA against the Lakers next Sunday night. Final score here, the Suns 104, the Rockets 99. Stay tuned after the break. Lisa Milosky will have the Reliant Energy Rockets review. Don't go away.